Dear friends, welcome back to my channel, Kazakhstan Travel Info Guide. On this channel, we have been giving very important information about traveling to Kazakhstan. So, in this video, we are going to cover the basic aspects of the things that you should know before traveling to Kazakhstan. So, before we do that, I will give my little introduction. My name is Vishal Rapartiwar, and I'm staying in Kazakhstan for last 3 years. I'm running a tour company here, so it is the information we have is very much upfront. So it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. So this video is going to help you a lot in traveling, in planning your tour to Kazakhstan. Friends, before we dive into the fine details of Kazakhstan travel, let's understand the country. The country is the ninth largest in the world with 2.7 million square kilometers of area. Population wise, 20 million people stay in Kazakhstan as of now. Then, religion wise, around 70% people are Muslims, 20% are Christian, and rest 10% falls all. As per some estimates, around 1% population is German, less than 1% is Korean. Kazakhstan falls in Central Asia, surrounded by Russia, China, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, and Caspian Sea. Kazakhstan is the richest country in Central Asia with its oil and gas reserves. Per capita GDP stands at around $15,000 per annum. The languages, mostly Kazakh and Russian is spoken. English is least spoken here. So when you're coming here, be prepared to face Russian and Kazakh language. You'll rarely find somebody speaking English. It got its independence from USSR in 1992, and since 1992, Kazakhstan is operating as an independent state. And Kazakhstan is not just rich in oil and gas; it has very beautiful tourist sites which are bringing millions of tourists now to Kazakhstan. In last 2 3 years, Kazakhstan has opened its doors for international tourists, and many of the countries have been given the visa-free status or kind of visa online visa system. Around 11.5 million tourists visited Kazakhstan during the year 2024. So millions and millions of tourists are now flocking to Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has two largest cities, Astana and Almaty. Astana is the capital. It is the newest capital on earth, you can say, with 15 lakh people. I mean, 1.5 million people. And Almaty, which is the largest city by size and population, that is 2 million. 2 million people stay in Almaty. So, do you need visa to enter Kazakhstan? So, guys, Kazakhstan offers visa-free entry to about 100 countries. Most of the developed countries, and especially speaking, India, China, Iran, and Turkey have visa-free entry into Kazakhstan, and Indians can stay 14 days, up to 14 days, visa-free in Kazakhstan. And when I say visa-free means you just show your passport when you reach the immigration officer in Almaty or Astana, from wherever you are entering, whichever airport you are entering Kazakhstan. They will only check your passport. That's it. They don't ask you where are you staying, do you have a return ticket, and all that. In certain case, they might ask you should have all these documents with you, but visa free is like you're entering India. An Indian is entering India. That kind of treatment you're given. It's kind of red carpet treatment to all those countries who have visa free arrival here. And please make sure that your passport should be valid for 6 months, and there should be a couple of pages in it. For fine details, you should visit the governmental websites on this. What is the best time to travel to Almaty? Now, guys, Almaty has become the 12 months destination. So we are seeing tourists all through year. But now let's bifurcate it. What kind of tourists coming in? What time of what kind of weather? So basically, those who are okay with the winter, cold winter. I mean, like minus temperatures, -5, -10. These guys come in the months of December, January, February, and March. So winter here lasts from December to March. And the people who are not okay with the cold weathers, like who have young kids and infants kind of, and elderlies who are not okay with the cold weather, they prefer the non-winter months. And again, those who are not okay with the hot weather, they should avoid June, July, and August, where temperature will be roughly around 30 35 degrees. 25 to 35 degrees in between. So rest of the months are very good. After August, September, October, November will be the best time, I mean weather-wise. And if you love snow, if you want to experience snow, deep winter, then come in December, January, February, and March. Towards March end, winter gets over. So accordingly, this weather-wise, you can decide which are the suitable months for you to travel to Kazakhstan. Otherwise, if you're okay with any kind of weather, then 12 months you're welcome. How to reach Kazakhstan? Now, the main carrier, the main airline of Kazakhstan is Air Astana, and Air Astana flies to majority of important international cities, the bigger cities worldwide. And apart from that, all the national carriers have at least one connection. Bigger countries I'm talking about have at least one connection to Kazakhstan, mostly in Astana. And Almaty, which is the commercial city of main commercial city of Kazakhstan, it also has multiple connections throughout the world. So through airlines you can reach here. And on the part of roads, Kazakhstan has very nice road connectivity to the neighboring countries. Almost all the countries it has road connectivity. So by road you can go from Almaty to Bishkek, Tashkent, up north you can go to Moscow, and towards China also. But China, I don't know how that visa works. I mean, entry exit on the border roadside. So majority of countries are connected by road and by air. On the part of sea, Kazakhstan does not have the main sea. The Caspian Sea, it is also landlocked, so you cannot reach Kazakhstan by sea, except for the countries like Iran and Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan. These countries which are on the Caspian, they from there only you can come by sea route. Otherwise, Kazakhstan can be reached only in two ways, that is air and road. Dear friends, I would like to add here from Kazakhstan, you have direct train connectivity to four countries, that is Russia, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan. So there are trains which go to these four countries to and fro. So you can go to these four countries using trains as well. And most of the tickets can be bought online, or you can visit the railway stations in Almaty or Astana where you can make the tickets physically. And as for India, you can book your flight on Air Astana, Air India, Indigo. These are the three airlines which fly to Almaty and Astana. So basically, when you book on Air India, actually you are booking on Air Astana. So they have an alliance. They are part of both are part of Star Alliance. So you can say primarily two airlines fly to Kazakhstan from India. That is Air Astana and Indigo. I would like to add here that if you're flying from India, you better prefer the Indigo, because Indigo will offer from your city to Delhi and Delhi to Almaty or Astana these connections. So you are safe, because if you're any problem on your first flight, like let's say from Mumbai to Delhi is delayed, your next flight Delhi to Almaty will be safe. I mean, you will be flying next day, but you cannot be denied, because the first flight has been delayed because of their own mistake or any of their own reasons. So if you missed the Delhi Almaty flight because of Indigo's delay in the earlier flight, you're safe. But that won't be the case of in the case of Air Astana. Let's say from Bombay to Delhi, you have Air India or any other Vistara or any local carrier, and that if that flight is delayed and you don't reach Delhi on time, and if you miss the Delhi Almaty flight, technically you'll have to forego, you'll have to lose all the money you put on that flight ticket. So I would recommend, if you're flying to Almaty or Astana, prefer Indigo just to be safer, because both the flights when are on the same brand, same airline, you're safer. What to pack? What you should be bringing along in your suitcase while traveling to Kazakhstan? Now, if you are traveling during the winter months, the most important thing will be your thermals, then winter jackets, heavy winter jackets, not the normal ones we wear in India most of the parts. So heavy winter jacket, sunglasses, moisturizers, then good socks, good shoes, the shoes which can protect you from the snow if you're walking in the snow. This shoes should have good grip, and if you're not having it, I mean, most of the people in India don't buy these things because we 80-90% of India doesn't have snow, and we don't have these this kind of shoes and this kind of jackets with everyone. So when you come to Almaty, you can ask your tour guide or your vehicle driver to take you to the mall where you can buy as per your budget. There are multiple options. You can visit stores. There are stores where you will find cheaper and expensive kind of these shoes and jackets. So all these things you buy there. And hand gloves, you should have good hand gloves, hand gloves which won't get wet. Woolen hand gloves don't help. So these are the important things you should then whatever medicines you take, because here everything is written in Russian, so if you go to medical store, explaining is difficult. So bring your medicines, that is very important. Then one very important thing that people usually forget is the travel adapter, the pin, the charging pin that you require to charge your telephones, your laptops, your cameras. So all to all the charge all these things, you need an adapter. So it's better you bring the international travel adapter, because if you go and buy in the stores here, they sometimes you'll find it reasonably priced, but sometimes they sell it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times expensive, like 20-30 dollars they might make you pay for that. So it's better to bring travel adapter with you. One very important thing you should be bringing with you, that is your travel insurance. You must have travel insurance while traveling to Kazakhstan, and not just Kazakhstan, anywhere else, anywhere you're traveling, you should have travel insurance that keeps you safe. And especially for this veg eaters, strictly veg people, they should bring some food packets with them from India. I mean, that helps many a times, because some trips you do little outside Almaty where you won't find any restaurant which will serve you anything veg. I mean, it's very much non-vegetarian country. From the morning, from the breakfast, these guys start eating non-veg. So if you are a strict veg, I would recommend you bring good amount of veg food packets from India, which can be directly eaten or which you can just easily oven it somewhere like that, or put hot water and eat. So that will be a great help for you. Now, when you enter Almaty or Astana via airport, so both the airports are not very big. Especially the Almaty airport is just made. It's a new airport, very nice infrastructure. So when you enter, just go to immigration, show your passport, and hardly anything asked. They will just check your passport properly, and will let you go. And then when you come out, collect your baggage, and from after collecting baggage, come out, and there you'll find somebody from tour company who has come to receive you, your guide or your driver or somebody. Okay, or if you are not traveling with any tour company, when you come out, you will have in the arrival area lot of taxi guys, the local taxi guys, who will offer their taxi service to you. Now here you have to be very careful, because I won't say all the taxi guys are bad, but some of them will rob you. I mean, will take you for a ride. So they will tell you like 2-3 thousand tenge, 1,000 tenge, and when you reach your destination, they might ask 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, exorbitant price. And most of the time at night, these tourists get scared and they don't want to get into any of these um, troubles. And even the hotel receptions might or might not help you, depending on the staff and the instructions to them. So I would recommend you buy a SIM card at the airport and book the taxi. Yandex taxi is the best option. Yandex is there, ID is there. These are the reliable taxis, and they will only charge you what amount they show you. Usually, from airport to the city should cost you something in between 2,000 to 3-4,000, and at the higher side if you book a good quality taxi, like because in Yandex there are multiple options: economy, business, better options, comfort plus. So whichever option you choose, accordingly they will charge you, but the highest option shouldn't cost you more than 5-6 thousand tenge. Okay, so better to be careful then sorry. Now using your phone in Almaty or Sana. So when you come out of the airport, you have three, four outlets which are selling local SIM cards. The companies I will tell you, Beeline is there, Tele2 is there, Altel is there. So all these are good companies. By Active is there. All these companies SIM cards are good. They should charge you in the range of 5,000 to 7,000 tenge for 15 to 30 GB of data. Okay, and some 100 to 100 minutes of local calling. You cannot make international direct call to India or anywhere in the world. You can make WhatsApp calls. WhatsApp is perfectly working here, and with WhatsApp, to any WhatsApp you can call all over the world. So and the best part is, any social media usage on that SIM card is not counted. So your 15-20 GB data is all like that. So you buy just one SIM card and you can use probably two or three phones on with the hotspot connection on it. So buy the SIM card, it is just costing you $10-12, not more than that. Okay, so it's very cheaper in Indian currency, around 1,000 rupees. I would say you get the SIM card, and it is a great help because in Kazakhstan, in Almaty, very few people speak English. So you have to have SIM card that will be helpful anytime, and especially to use taxi apps or local this map apps. So you need SIM card, or you bring your phone already roaming, but on that roaming data is very limited from wherever you're coming. That won't help. Better to buy a SIM card here and use it. The coverage is very good. 4G, 5G is there. Even eSIMs are available. If you're carrying some this high-end good phones where eSIMs are used, you can get eSIM also at the airport. You go to Tele2, go to Altel, Beeline, and they will offer you. And it's a quick. And you need a passport to get the SIM card. They will take your photo, video, the quick, and without that, it is not activated. Now, one important thing, when they activate and give you the mobile, you make the payment and make sure your phone is working, your internet is working, because airport is 15 kilometer out of the city. So if you are not checking, just get into their taxi or transportation and you come back to city, and then you come to know your data is not working, then it's a big trouble. You cannot go all the way back to the airport to claim it. So better check it there, make sure your data is working, your calling is working, and then only leave the airport. And as for Wi-Fi, Kazakhstan is heavily internet penetrated country. In fact, already Almaty, Astana, and many other cities are having 5G connections for last 2 years, I would say. So, in technology-wise, Kazakhstan is a very, very developed country. All the latest technologies are available there, electric cars and this and that. So, it's not. Don't go for that Stan name. It's very, very kind of developed country. I won't say it's as close as London or Paris, but it's quite enough developed country. So Wi-Fi everywhere, all the hotels you will have Wi-Fi, all the buildings you will have Wi-Fi. Not everywhere access is free, but hotels usually provide you the access. In your hotel rooms, your lobby, everywhere Wi-Fi is working. Even buses and all that have the Wi-Fi, but I wouldn't assure that. Even some private vehicles like these buses, tourist buses, tourist vehicle, they also have sometimes Wi-Fi, but that's not assured. That's why I recommend you buy a local SIM card. Now, can you drive in Kazakhstan? Yes, of course you can drive in Kazakhstan, but you need to bring your international driving license, which you can produce to the this car rentals companies. And this car rental company, after doing their formality, taking certain couple of $100 deposit from you. I don't know exactly, but something like that. I've heard from people who have rented a car, and then you can drive. A daily rental should be in the range of $50 or so, depending on the model you're selecting. Sedan car, SUVs, Land Cruisers, and multiple cars are there on rent, but here they drive on the right side of the road. So all those countries like India, where we drive on the left side of the road, I personally I have traveled to 30-35 countries, and my personal recommendation would be not to go into it. With any dent, anything happens, and your whole tour goes for a toss. So instead of tour, you're getting into all that nitty gritty of this accidents and all that. And especially during the winter, I would 100% not recommend for these no, tourists to come and drive here, because on the snow road, I mean the roads covered with snow, hard snow, soft snow. It's you require good amount of experience to drive. I won't recommend you to drive, especially in winter, and even during the non-winter seasons. It's better to hire a private cab, a private vehicle, or taxi cab, and do your tour. So driving, I won't recommend personally. Now, do you need a tour guide? So if you have good budget, if you are planning to have a good tour, a well informed tour, a care tour, I would recommend you go for a tour guide, because as I said, this country, very few people you will find on the street who speak English. Hardly any taxi driver will be speaking. So it's like finding a needle in a sand, like that. So I would recommend you go for a guide. Guides cost in the range of $50 to $80 per day. So they are kind of little expensive for some certain budgets. If you don't have budget, then you will have to manage. But if you have budget for a guide, I would recommend go for a guide. If you're a little bigger group, like 7, 8, 10 people, it's not expensive. If you're 2, 3 people, that you might find it expensive. So if you have good budget, go for the guide. It's better to have a guide, and especially if you're going offbeat areas, not in the city, somewhere in the mountains, trekking, hiking, that kind of things. If you're planning to do, don't go alone. At least go in groups, and preferably go in the guided groups, because going alone in these areas will not be advised. Now, currency in Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan uses Kazakh tenge. The short form is KZT, or just T. So tenge, you, as of now, the rate going on is 520 tenge per dollar. For $1, you get 520 tenge. And as for rupees conversion is very low. I mean, rupees is not easily convertible here, but some exchanges will convert rupees for you, and the rate would be in the range of 5 rupees. I mean, on the Google or xe.com, you will find 6 rupees rate as of now. But when you go to exchange and try to exchange rupees, you will get just 5 rupees, or maybe lesser than that, or 5.1, something like that. So I won't recommend bringing rupee here. Bring any of the currency, like Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, like US dollar, pounds, euro. All these big currencies in cash is better, or cards. All the cards work here. Any international debit card or any credit card will work here. I mean, or you can, before coming here, check with your bank the status of your card. Now, exchanges across the country, you will find exchanges. I have made a special video on this, which is one of the more top video. You just search Kazakhstan currency guide in YouTube, and you will find my video, which is the top video in currency section of Kazakhstan. So now Kazakhstan, in Almaty, let's say Almaty, everywhere you will find currency exchanges. Every 400 500 meters, you will find at least one currency exchange. So they are spread across the city. Most of the currency exchanges are reliable, where you find proper board and everything, with the rates displayed and all that. So you can convert money there. But very important thing, you have to remember that until 8 p.m. you must convert the currency, because after 8 p.m. no currency exchange works in Almaty. It's official governmental regulation. After 8 they cannot work. So get your money converted before 8 p.m. This is very important. And one more important than that, Kazakh currency, once you leave Kazakhstan, is not convertible. It's very difficult to convert. Some countries might probably do it, but in India you cannot convert it. It's difficult. So better to get your money converted before leaving. I mean, from Kazakh tenge to your dollar or any other currency in Kazakhstan, in especially in Almaty. Get it converted in Almaty city only. Don't go to airport and convert your money, because at airport that lady or man sitting there might say, "I don't have dollars. You will have to take INR." And when you say, "Okay, give me INR," you get very low rate. So you're basically, you lose a lot of money there. So better to convert your remaining leftover Kazakh currency in Almaty city, not at the airport. I won't recommend to do it at the airport, because at the airport you will be getting very low rate. Now, how much money you should have with you while entering, I mean, while coming to Kazakhstan? What should be your personal expense? So I would recommend 100 to $200 or $300 is sufficient. If you are not a big spender, $100 is also okay. But if you're just going to have coffee and someplace you might eat out some certain things like pizza or pasta or whatever you understand, local things, Bishpermark or something. So you should have 100 to $200, and little higher side you can say $300 as for your personal expenses, backup taxi and all these things you put together. So you should have on the higher side $200 300, and lower side you can have $100, and for the 4 or 5 days of your tour. Depends what kind of tour you have taken. If it's a group tour, already everything is paid, then $100 might also help. And then depends, if you're going for a nightlife and you're going to have a lavish tour, then you might probably need $1,000 as well. Now, language in Kazakhstan, the main language is Kazakh, and then second main language, official language, is Russian. Now, as it was the part of USSR, earlier to independence, almost everybody was primarily speaking Russian, and in the villages and in their houses and locally, they were speaking Kazakh. But now, Kazakh has been given priority, prioritized, and more and more people are speaking Kazakh and Russian as well. So wherever you go, you'll mostly in Almaty you will hear Russian. The language most of the people you'll find speaking is Russian, because Russian, Almaty is an international city, and Tajiks and Turkics and Uzbeks and everybody is coming. Russians are coming from Moscow, Russia. So everybody is coming, and common language you will find as Russian, business language. Like in India, you can say we have English. Many of the people speaking English or Hindi, like that. We have multiple regional languages in India, but most of the spoken language are like this. Here, Russian is the very common language. I mean, common communication happens in Russian. You'll barely find an English speaking person here. So it is recommended you download Google Translate or any other app, translation app, before coming here. How safe is Almaty? Now I have been staying here for 3 years, and I haven't seen any of the incident which has made me feel insecure or unsafe. So I usually say that Almaty is safer than London, Paris, New York put together. It might be a little grand statement, but my experience has been so far, Almaty is very safe. I have at night seen girls going through dark parks, and it is safer. I mean, what I'm trying to say is it is safer at night. Also, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night, girls are roaming and there is no problem. Even during the day, as for pickpockets and bag snatching or chain snatching, I have never heard any of such incidents. I'm not saying nothing happens, but overall my experience, 3 years experience here, is it's very safe. It's very safe place. You barely see police. Not everywhere you will see police. Police vans are just vehicles are just moving through the city. They rarely stop tourists until unless you do anything wrong. Otherwise, they will just probably go past you and nothing. I mean, if you're not any suspicious. And as for the safety, it is very safe place. So when you're coming here, be assured. But now, when I say this, don't just relax. As a tourist, you always should take your precautions. Okay, you must keep your purse and valuables. You should not be flaunting them everywhere. You should have your precautions, general precautions that we take in any place. So those precautions should be taken, otherwise it's a safe place. Now, what precautions you should take while in Almaty? See, number one, wherever you're going, you should have your passport with you. As a local law, Kazakh law, a tourist should be having a passport with him, because it's your identity. Suppose anything happens, you fall unconscious somewhere. How will that police officer or somebody helping you will know who are you, whom to contact? So your passport should be there as an ID proof with you all the time, and it is anyways required for buying SIM cards, buying currency. Unique, even for currency, you need a passport. Don't go to currency exchange without a passport. So passport is the thing, and then keep it properly. Don't just leave it anywhere. Don't leave the bags with passport inside anywhere. If you're having your passport in the bag, I would recommend don't detach it. Keep it with you. Keep hanging around. It's better. The moment you put it somewhere, you might forget. So this is a precaution you can take in any country. Wherever you're going, you take this precaution, and you'll never lose your passport. Any valuables you have brought with you, you can use the lockers in the hotel. That is advisable in any place. So in Almaty. So now this is important. Walking precaution. Now this is funny, but when you are here during the winter, especially, the ice on the road, snow on the road becomes the thick one, the hard one, and when you put your leg on this, you might skid. And especially your shoes, non-winter shoes, mostly tourists come with, it's risky. So be very careful while walking on this hard ice on the road or footpath and any parking areas and all that. So you'll be facing a lot of this ice everywhere. So you, when you walk, watch your footsteps where you're putting it. Especially use that area where there is no snow. That is safer. And as I said in the beginning, bring good winter shoes which has good grip. Then, because see, if you fall, it's okay. But if you fall and break your bone, it is not okay. So your tour will be all tossed up. Now this precaution is funny but important. Well, when you are taking bath in your probably apartment or hotel, whichever you rent in Almaty, you most likely will have two options. Either you have a tub or you have a cabin where you have locked the door while taking bath. Shower is inside, or you have a tub where you will have a shower inside. Now in that tub you will have a curtain. That curtain should be inside the tub. That curtain should be inside. This is the tub. The curtain should be inside. The curtain should not be outside. Okay, now this is funny. I know anybody who is very hearing for the first time might find it funny. The curtain, if outside, what will happen? The water falls on curtain and it goes into the room, into the bathroom, and then bathroom doesn't have any hole. Most of the European cities you must have seen, these bathrooms don't have any hole. The only hole for water to flow out is in the tub, in that tub, inside the tub or inside the cabin. In the room there is no outlet for the water. So if any water, excess water falls in this, on this curtain, if it is outside the tub, that water is going to flow into the room, and then probably 100 $200 you're going to end up paying the hotel or that apartment owner. And then your apartment might also be very wet. So be very careful while taking bath. Keep that curtain inside. Now, precaution with your belongings and especially mobile. Now, we have observed many cases here in Almaty. What happens? People, when get into the taxi, they're thinking that it is their own taxi and the driver is their own driver, and they're keeping that phone in the seat pocket. Can you imagine this? This is very, very, irresponsible. Putting that phone in that pocket and getting out of the taxi. Taxi is gone, and then they are saying, "Oh, my phone is gone," and they don't know how to talk to that guy because that guy doesn't know English. So, guys, whenever you are sitting in a taxi in Almaty or anywhere in Kazakhstan or anywhere in the world, please keep that phone in your pocket or in your bag or in your hand. Don't keep it anywhere on the seat or in that taxi seat pocket, because then you're probably going to look for that phone next 2 3 hours. Then you have to request the driver, you have to pay him some 5 10,000 tenge to bring it back, and if you're lucky, it comes back. Most of the cases so far in my last 2 years of operations here, we have brought some 6 7 phones back, and clients have been given. In certain cases they have flown back to India, and we have sent the phone to India, luckily. But every time it won't be the case. Once lot of cases come like that. So I would these things are funny, but sorry to say this, but you have to be really very careful while traveling. You have to keep your things in your control, in your pocket, in your possession. Don't just keep it here and there and then just get out of the taxi or the vehicle and then you lose it. So it's advisable to take care of your things. Now let's talk about the transportation in Kazakhstan. Let's talk about intercity first. So Kazakhstan is heavily connected with the railway network. So let's say from Almaty to Astana, if you want to travel around 12 13 hours of train journey, there is a Talgo train, which is the Spanish train that connects these from this part of the country to the other part. I mean, across the country it runs. So you can travel from Almaty to Astana, or Astana to Almaty in just 13 14 hours in this overnight train. Okay, if you want to experience Kazakh train, you could try this thing. Okay, and road wise, road network is also very good, and Kazakhstan petrol is very cheaper. I mean, it's just 200 tenge. 200 tenge is like half the dollar. I mean, for 1 liter of petrol, and gas is further more cheaper. I mean, less than half dollar it will cost. Quarter of a dollar, you'll be able to buy 1 liter of gas, 1 kg of gas. So road and train, good connectivity is there in Kazakhstan. And apart from that, air connectivity is very good, because Air Astana flies across all the major cities in Kazakhstan. Whatever cities you want to go to, air connectivity is also there. And apart from Air Astana, there are a lot of Fly Aristan is a low cost carrier from Air Astana that also connects many. It's a low cost, good airline that also connects many of the cities in Kazakhstan. So air, train, and road, you have good connectivity across Kazakhstan. And now let's talk about transportation inside Almaty city. So in Almaty city, basically you have taxis. There are two, three taxi apps like Yandex is there, ID is there, and some more taxi apps. Uber is also working here, but I have never used. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Here, most of the Russian apps are in use, like Yandex and this. What is it? ID. These are all local taxis. Uber also is good. You can try Uber also, but I've never tried. Okay, so Yandex app you download, and taxi if you take inside the city shouldn't cost 1,000 2,000 tenge max from one point to another. If you're going far end to end of the city, probably 3 4,000 tenge. Like from airport to any part of the city, a economy taxi should not cost more than 5,000 tenge. So transportation is cheap. 5,000 tenge is just $10. So below $10, you can go from anywhere to anywhere inside within Almaty city. City limits I'm talking. You go outside, then it might cost more. Like you have a Kapchikai casino just 70 kilometers from here, and one way taxi to that place should not cost more than 20,000 tenge. That is 30 to $40 one way, 70 kilometers I'm talking about. So Yandex taxi goes there also. While coming back, they might charge you a little higher because they know you don't have any other option. But let's say $50, not more than that, for four people, sedan car kind of taxi. So transportation is good. Now more cheaper transportation, you can go for city bus. Almaty city bus is very good, way too good. I would say it is at par with the London bus or something like that, European buses. So 120 tenge you pay for one ride in this in the they call it autobus in Russian, the city bus. You pay $120. You can go from anywhere to anywhere inside the city. You go 2 kilometers, it is 120 tenge. You go 20 stops, like 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, bus operates across the city end to end, like 1 hour or 30 minutes kind of distances that city bus operates. And the fare is fixed, 120 tenge, that's it. You don't have to pay anything more than that. No less, no more. 120 is fixed. Same is the case with the metro. Before metro, I'll tell you one more thing. You get Onai card. You buy the Onai card when you enter Almaty. You buy Onai card. It is available on many of the small kiosks near bus stops. Caravan brand. You buy that Onai card. 500 tenge they give it to you, and put some money on it, and then you can just flash that card on the machines inside the bus, and your ticket is done. And if you want to buy a ticket in cash, 200 thing you have to pay to this driver. There is nobody on the bus to take your tickets and all that. But yeah, ticket checking guys, this controller they call here, they keep coming and going into the bus randomly. So suddenly somebody might come and just check your tickets in the bus. Okay, so bus system is very good. And if you have a local Tele2 or Beeline SIM card, on your SIM card also you can put excess money, and then there is a number called 9909. You put the code on the machine inside the bus, put the SMS to that, and your ticket will come by SMS. So that is also another option to roam around the city in very cheaper option. I mean, if you want to save money, you can take bus transportation also, but then you should be little more aware of the routes and where you go and all that. So it is little discomforting. If you are looking for comfortable tour, go for a private cab or a taxi. That's little more comfortable. You will see in Almaty many people standing on the road and showing hand, like hailing the taxi with raising their hands, and any car will stop and talk to you like 1,000 tenge, 2,000 tenge, and will drop you to your destination, nearby your destination, something like that. I would not recommend doing that. Locals do it. It's okay. It's good because they understand each other. They know each other. But for tourists, I won't recommend doing that. You go for only Yandex or this ID or Uber taxi, or go with the bus, or you take your private car for full day. I wouldn't recommend that showing hand and stopping the taxi, doing all these things. Now, nightlife in Almaty. So there are a couple of options. You can go to strip clubs. There are a couple of strip clubs. Papillon is there. Casanova is there. Men's club is there. Office is there. Men's some sweeties is there. There are a lot of strip clubs which cost in the range of 50,000 to 1,25,000 tenge, 50 to 100,000 kind of. Uh, and as for party, there are a lot of clubs which you can go to. Top of the list will be Blah Blah, Burma Glot, Queen, which is a karaoke more of. But these are top clubs in Almaty. Then on the others would be Barcode is there. Then there is events. Then there is BHP. A lot of clubs are there, and you can go there. Some clubs might not give entry to bachelors, just males. If you have a female with you, the chances of getting in are high, and if you book in advance, that's better, because some clubs might surprise you. You reach there and they might not give you entry. You need to have good dressing that suits the club, basically party dressing. So go well dressed, go well prepared, pre-booked. It's better. So there are many clubs, and these clubs usually start 10 o'clock, and they party till 5 in the morning. Okay, and mostly Monday or Tuesday, some of the clubs are closed. So be informed about it. Now, eating in Almaty. So Almaty is a this who loves food. It's a paradise for them, and especially if you're a non-vegetarian one, then it's an amazing place for you to be in. Every 200-300 meters there is a restaurant, like Dostik Street, Tolebi, Arbat walking street area, and across Almaty you'll have restaurant and restaurant and restaurant. Even food delivery apps are very busy here. You'll see a lot of these taxi guys, two wheelers, delivering food across the city. So Almaty people are foodies. I mean, they like to order food. They love to go to restaurants. So you will find all the cuisines: Thai, Korean, Chinese, Russian, Georgian, all kind of cuisine. You will find Italian here in Almaty, and then there are Turkish restaurant chains like Dejirman. All the American food brands are present here, like McDonald's and Burger King and KFC. So lot of food options are there if you're a non-vegetarian. For the vegetarian ones, options are limited. They could visit the probably Indian restaurants, or bring some food packets with them as a backup. So food is a great options in food here in Almaty. Okay, now for the Indian tourists, there are more than 10-12 restaurants in Almaty, where you can go and have food. In our another video, we'll give in details on the restaurants. And now what specially to eat in Almaty? When you are in Almaty or Kazakhstan, you what to eat? The main delicacy here is bish parmak. Bish parmak is a predominantly meat dish. It's made with the lamb meat and the beef. So our Indian tourists probably might not go for beef, but they can go for some of the non-vegetarian ones. Can go for the lamb. So bish means five, and parmak made with the meat. So bish parmak is a very, I mean, tasty. I have tasted, and it's a delicacy. If some guest is coming to your house, you might probably serve bish parmak as a sign of respect. And bish parmak is made with the horse meat also. So horse meat is also the delicacy for non-vegetarian tourists. They can try horse meat, because one important thing, Kazakhstan is home to horses. It is said that man learned horse riding or domestication of horse in Kazakhstan. As of now, we speak 3.1 million horses are there in Kazakhstan. 3.1 million. It is 15% of Kazakh human population. Kazakh population is 20 million, and 3.1 million is the horse population here. So you can understand, it's Kazakhstan is vast, open lands, flat lands. So it's a perfect place to ride a horse. So when you're in Kazakhstan, you can try a horse ride also, apart from horse meat, if you're a non-vegetarian and want to try the meat. So, friends, do we get Jain food in Almaty? Yes, of course, you get Jain food. Almost all Indian restaurants will serve you Jain food, and there is one more restaurant called Plants, which is local restaurant, which serves pure vegetarian food in the form of burgers and pizzas and all that. So it sounds more. Their dishes would sound more like non-veg dishes, but the food is completely vegetarian. It's a vegan restaurant basically. So those who are vegetarian can visit this restaurant. And for the vegetarian ones, there is one nice thing they should try here. That is borsak. Borsak is a spongy ball kind of things. It's very tasty, and you can have it with one drink. This non-alcoholic drink, Tashkent chai. Tashkent chai. If you are in Kazakhstan, I would recommend, if you are a vegetarian guy, go for borsak, and with them that they give one cream and Tashkent chai. It's a very nice combination. You'll love it. Okay. For non-vegetarian ones, I said go for bishparmak. You'll love it. And then there are Russian salads. Then there is one very much eaten thing here, that is doner. Doner is what? Doner is basically shawarma. Like in Middle East, you eat shawarma. So every couple of 100 meters, you'll find one doner shop. Doner is like for Indians vada pav in Mumbai. So it's like that, or idli dosa in South. So doner, every street and corner you'll find doner shops, shawarma shops. You can try doner also, and in doner, good thing is if you tell them that I want a vegetarian doner, where they will not put any chicken or pork or anything. Okay, so that donor also you can try here. It's a tasty one, guys. One more interesting thing that you will see in the shelf of supermarket, in the supermarket here is you will find in the milk section horse milk, camel milk. Okay, now horse milk and camel milk is something that we don't see in majority part of the world. So here, if you're in Kazakhstan, I would recommend you try it, and try it on the last days of your tour. So I mean, it's not risky. It won't do any harm to your stomach, but just in case, so try it on the last day. It's better, because any thing happens, you're on the way back home. So it's better to try it on the last days. On the alcohol side, beer is very cheap in Almaty, and one very important thing, if you haven't bought your liquor bottles at the airport and you're planning to buy it in Almaty, I would recommend vodka, whiskey, rum, kind of hard drinks. You must buy before 9 p.m. At night, you must buy it before 9, because after 9, no shop will sell you hard alcohol like vodka, whiskey, rum after 9. Okay, because their machines don't accept that billing. Okay, some small shop probably might do it, but big malls and so these supermarkets won't do it. So better not to delay it. Buy it beforehand or bring it from the airport only. Almaty airport also, while entering, you can buy it. Okay. Now, while in Almaty, you can go for wine tasting. There are a lot of good wines made in this part. Grapes are grown in larger quantity, and then you can do wine tasting. Go for wine tastings, and in the city there are a lot of places where you can do it, branded ones, where you can go, and for $20-30 you can do wine tasting, that kind of price. So wine tasting, I would recommend. Now, one very much drunk alcohol here is vodka. Like in majority part of the world, you will see people drinking whiskey on the larger side, but here people mostly drink vodka, because it's a colder region. 4 5 months here it's very cold, like 3 3.5 months very cold, and then 1.5 month normal cold. So this part people drink vodka. So in any alcohol shop you enter, you'll find tens of brands of vodka, multiple brands. A couple of good brands, I would say, go for Russian Standard. Icon is there, Russian Standard is there. These are good vodkas. If you are looking for very strong vodka, go for Chacha. It's like 60% alcohol kind of bottles they sell. 60%, you can imagine how strong it is. So go for this. if you can. I mean, I'm not recommending you go for alcohol, but just in case if you want to try it. Now staying in Almaty, so we'll start with the cheapest options. There are many hostels in Almaty where you will get accommodation for as low as $10 per night without breakfast. Breakfast you have to do on your own, and some accommodations were $15-20 with breakfast. That kind of hostel stays are here where you get just bed size of area for you and your luggage keeping area, and then you can use the toilets and common toilets and bathrooms. So that is one option. Another option could be cheaper hotels. You can go for like 20, 30, 30, $40 kind of hotels. Then you have lot of 3-star and 4-star hotels which come in the price range of 50 to $70 kind of. And then you have 4-star and 5-star which is more than $80, 80 $90 beyond. I mean, like 80 90 to 150 $150 kind of hotels, 4-star hotels. And then you have 5 stars which are like $150 plus 200 300 $400. Like if you go for Rich Carton, probably $500 per night. That kind of all variety of stays here. And apart from that, if you are looking for apartment stays, Airbnb is there, booking.com has a lot of apartments, you can book through there. And uh, we on this channel also have put lot of apartments which are available in Almaty. You can go through on our channel and see lot of apartment options are there. So apartments, 2-bedroom apartments will cost you something like 100 $120 in the center of the city. If you're going outside, it will be little 20 $30 cheaper. Okay, and one bedroom should cost you something like 50 to $70 in the heart of the city. Outside it might cost you some 30 $40. But better to take in the city because same amount you end up paying on the taxi. If you stay little outside and then you pay $10 to come inside the city, less than 10 and roughly, and go by like 7 8 $10 kind of. So it's better to stay in the city. And we have lot of apartments near Arbat Walking Street, which is the main area heart of the city, where on Saturday Sunday you'll have lot of youth performing there, guitars and dance and singing. A lot of thing happens, the street performances. And lot of people, especially couples and young boys and girls and all this, they're roaming on the street. And then there are some small salesmen and a lot of coffee shops, these food chains, a lot of restaurants are there, and you'll have a good time there, especially during the April to November time, when the cold is less, and till 12 p.m. you'll see good amount of people there on that in that area, and it's a very safe place, so you don't have to worry. Just watch your bags and all that. That's and it's just a walking area. So there are no vehicles in that area. It's a plain walking area, and it stretches like 1.5 kilometers of the length. So it's a nice place. If you're in Almaty, you could visit that also. How expensive is Kazakhstan? So this is the question most of the tourists have. So Kazakhstan is fairly priced destination. It's reasonable and towards cheaper. It's not towards expensive destination. It is towards the cheaper destinations. Here, for example, if you go accommodation, you can find for $10. You can find this hostel accommodations, cubicles. If you're looking for the 3-star kind of hotels, around 40 $50. If you're looking for a 4-star hotels, around 80 $90. So that's it's fairly priced. Then if you're talking about food, $8 to $9, $8 to $10, you'll find thali in any Indian restaurant. On the street side, if you buy doner and something like that, probably $2 to $3 you get it. One doner and you're done, your lunch, or I mean one meal is done. Then if you're talking about drinks, alcohol is way cheaper than India or most of the parts in the world. Beer tin, 500 ml beer tin costs as same price of water bottle. Like water bottle and beer tin, half liter water bottle or 4 500 ml beer tin will cost 250 tenge. That is half the dollar. Half a dollar price you get this vodka bottles, around $4 5 you get good vodka bottles. Even if you go for branded ones, probably $10 $20. So drink wise also it's cheaper. Transportation, if you take taxis, $3 to $10, you can go to any part of within Almaty city. $3 to $10. If it's a little longer distance, it's $10, less than $10. And shorter distance are like $2 $3 $4 maximum. one taxi ride. And if you're taking bus, 120 tenge you have to pay, which is like 20 cents in USD terms, 20 25 cents for one bus ride from anywhere to anywhere. You get go just one bus stop, or you go 10 bus stops, 20 bus stops. The bus fare is fixed. City bus, city transportation within the city. You can buy just 120 tenge, one ticket, one person. Kids go free up to 8 years. So transportation is cheap, accommodation is cheap, food is cheap, then drinks are cheap. So overall, Kazakhstan is a reasonably priced, cheaper, towards cheaper side destination, fairly priced. And Indians feel kind of little rich here. I'm talking about the regular tourists when they come here and they find out the prices are good. And yeah, certain things are expensive. Like if you go and buy the chips packet, this like Lay's and this. These packets will be little costlier. They don't come cheap. Even any local brand you buy, chips are way more expensive compared to India. Like in India, just 10 rupees you buy one packet, small packet. Here, that same packet will cost something like in Indian rupees 50 rupees, something like that. Like 250 tenge, one smallest packet of chips cost here. So certain things are expensive. Like if you go to buy vegetables, if prices will be way more expensive compared to India or many part here. I mean, vegetable prices would be something similar to European prices. Then if you go shopping malls, I mean like apparels, shoes, and these fashion items, they are on the I will say middle priced. I mean, $10 $20 you find good quality of t-shirts. So now you compare to which part of the world, and you will accordingly find it cheaper or find it expensive. Like compared to India, it's slightly expensive if you're talking about clothing side, fashion side. And if you're here in February, March, and if you visit mall, then you will find great deals on the warm clothes, whatever warm clothes you want to buy them during the months end of February and March, towards the beginning of March, because most of the brands like Zara, uh, H&M, then LCY, Kiki, all these brands are in during this period of February end and March, mid March, towards which mid March and March end also. During this 1.5 months time, they are clearing out most of their unsold kind of inventory with this warm clothings, because they have to otherwise store it for the whole year, because it cannot be sold once the winter is over. Winter gets over by the March end, so they clear it out. So you must have seen many clips on this Instagram and YouTube, where dirt cheap rates, jackets and all these things tourists have bought, and they are like 20 30% price. Many a times they sell it out, many of these last unsold kind of items, and they're good products. They're good brands, and you can go for it. So that is the best time. Otherwise, if you're not talking about winter time, then things are little on the higher side compared to Indian market. Now guys, we'll look into which places you should visit in Almaty. Now when you're in Almaty, the most important place, first of all, to visit would be Shimbulak. And especially if you're coming in winter, you must visit Shimbulak. There are three cable cars to reach up to the top level, 30 to 100 meters. You must visit Shimbulak. Shimbulak cable car station will be some 15 20 kilometers from the city area. So you must visit this place. It should be top of your list. Second place to visit will be Koktobe. Koktobe Hill. It is in the center of the city, and from where you get the beautiful view of the entire city. You reach the top, and from there you can see the entire city in one glass. So it is recommended. Two options to go up there. One is cable car, and one is their personal private bus. Or you can take your tour bus also to the top. That is also third option. So do visit Koktobe Hill, and at the Koktobe Hill there are a lot of activities for kids. Kids can do a lot of things there. There are ferry wheels, smaller and bigger roller coaster. There is a small zoo. There is a beetle statue. You can go for Koktobe. There are two three good restaurant. If you're a foodie, you can try Abaya restaurant. Monteverde is there, so you can visit these restaurants also there. Then on day two, you can do city tour. Now in city tour, important places would be, the most important one would be Pamphilo Park, where you have War Memorial, and then you have Zenko Cathedral, which is the second tallest wooden church in the world. So go for it. Pamphilo Park, do it. There is a museum of musical instruments in the Pamphilo Park only. So these two three places you visit inside Pamphilo. Then you can visit Astana Square, uh, Old Square also they call it. Then you can visit New Square, Republic Square, which is also called. Then you can go to Park of the First President, which is a very beautifully designed park at the other side of the city. So you can visit these three four places. Then there is Palace of Republic, which was earlier called Lenin Center, where this Almaty Declaration on Healthcare was signed. So you can visit that place also. And it is this Palace of Republic is next to the Koktobé cable car, and in between Novotel Hotel and Kazakhstan Hotel, which are the famous hotels in Kazakhstan. Is anyways the legendary hotel, which is standing since 50 years. It is 50-year old already, and it is more than 26 floors. And for the long time, it was the tallest building in Kazakhstan. And in the evening time, you can go to Arbat Walking Street, which is a very nice walking area, stretching over 1.5 kilometers. A lot of coffee shops and this restaurants are there. Shopping options are there. A lot of stores are there. Right, left. Day three, you can visit Sharin Canyon. If you're coming in summertime, within a day you can do a very nice trip. 6 o'clock if you start in the morning, Sharin Canyon, Black Canyon, then Kindy Lake, and Kolsai Lake. So these four places you can visit within a day. It will be roughly 15 hours of trip, express trip, and 300 kilometers one way drive. So total drive will be somewhere in the range of 650 kilometers through the day. Choose for good options. There are group tours also, bus tours also go, which are cheaper options. A couple of companies operate. You can go, if you want to save money and if you are on the low budget, you want to do it cheaper one, the go for these buses also, or go for the private vehicles, which will be comfortable, and wherever you want to stop and wherever you want to, whatever you want to experience more, you can do according to your own comfort. So go for the private vehicle tours. And it's better to have a guide with you. If again you want to save money, you can go without the guides, but make sure your car driver is good, cooperative. Day 4, you can go to Issyk Lake. Issyk Lake is something like 70-75 kilometers from Almaty, and a very beautiful lake formed with this earthquake landslide. And it is on the borders of Kyrgyzstan. Most of the places nearby Almaty which you visit, they are on the borders of Kyrgyzstan, because this Ilyalataut Tian Shan mountain range cuts Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. So Almaty is basically on the border areas. From Almaty, Kyrgyzstan border is generally like 30-40 kilometers, not more than that. Just mountains in between. Okay, so Isikul Lake also you can do on day 4. It's a good place to visit. It can be a day trip, 8-9 hours. You can finish the Isik Lake trip. And here you won't have private. Here you won't have that group tours. You will have to choose some private car to go there. Now, if you have interest in some historical things, and if you have some time, on day 5 you can choose to go to Tamgalitas. There are two places, Tamgalitas and Tambalitas. They are also in the range of like 200 kilometers, and you will need a 4x4 vehicle there to go. Your vehicles cannot go there, so better you take some Delica or Land Cruiser kind of vehicle and go there. Again, here you have to go for with the private vehicles. You don't have group tours to these places, very rare, so you can do that. And within a day you can finish this tours. Day 6, I'm giving you number of days of options. You can change the days as per your convenience. I'm just for my sequence. Day 6, you can visit, if you like to visit casino, there is a casino district, entire district, just 70 kilometers from Almaty, which is called Kapchi Gai. It's a place specially developed because earlier casinos were in the Almaty city, but now they have moved out of the Almaty, and these casinos are now in Kapchi Gai, 70 kilometers from here. So you can visit casino district. You can spend a day there, and there are a lot of stay options also there in that area. Majority of casinos also provide stay options, so you can choose any of them. There are a lot of casinos there. Entire road is right left, you have casinos, so you can go there also. uh, that will be your day 6. If you want to enjoy snow more, I mean, already you have visited Shimbulok on day 1, but if you want more experience with the snow, so you can go to Oi Karagai mountain resort. Oi Karagai resort is also similar to Shimbulak. You have to take two cable cars, two three cable cars, and there you have everything. Restaurants are there and ski areas are there. Like Shimbulak has ski areas, Oi Karagai also has ski areas. If you're a beginner level skier, I would recommend you go to the Oi Karagai. If you are an expert professional skier, you go to Shimbulak. Shimbulak ski resort has the slopes like this. Oi Karagai has the slopes like this. So there's a difference of angle in both. So you understand. So preferably you choose your options like that. Okay, so day 7 you could do. You can choose this Oikaragai. Okay, Oikaragai has good stay options also. These cottages, wooden cottages, tree houses, lot of good things there. Uh, one night stay also can be taken there. So Shimbulak one night you can take. One night you can take Oikaragai also. If you have long stay and you want to enjoy more and more of snow and stays in the mountains. And on day 3, I said you can go to Sharin, Kandi, and Kolsai express trip. Now here also there is one option of extending your trip. You can do either Kandi Lake on day 1, then overnight you stay in the Kolsai Lake where you take the vehicle for the Kandi Lake. So you overnight stay in Sati village, and Sati village you stay, and next day you do Kolsai and Sharin. Like that also you can do. Now you have that option. Now day 8, there is one more option, that is you can visit the ethno village. There is a how I mean when you come to Kazakhstan, the one question that comes to everybody's mind is how these people were staying, because these people are nomads. Nomads were staying in these yurts, that hut, the white hut you will see when you go outside Almaty, in that. And these nomads, 4 or 5 tents of their these youths, and that was like kabila, one tribe, one union. And then they keep moving. I mean, through the year they will move their entire that community to another place. So like this, these nomads will were moving throughout the year, 2 3 places, as where they could find good options of food options and hunting and all that. So when you go to this Sati village side, the Kolsai Lake side, you'll see a lot of yurts there. There you can get the experience of staying in yurt also. And yurts cost good quality yurts should cost like 50 $60 a night. Now, in this ethno village, you can experience how Kazakh nomads have lived. Their horse, and there you can experience horse riding shows, horse stunts, some comedy in that horse stunt. Then the local Kazakh dance, you can dance with them there. Then you can there have local food. They that is included in your ticket. The ticket is right now $50, some 22,000 tenge per person, and for kids below 10 or 11 it is half the price. I mean 10,000, 10 or 11,000 roughly. Okay. So that is the ethno village. And if you have interest, if you want to know local Kazakh lifestyle in the past, you must visit ethno village, Kazakh ethno village, nomad village also it is called, and it is located some 40 45 kilometers from Almaty. So here also you'll require a private vehicle. Taxi will not help, because while going you might get taxi, but while coming back you might not get taxi. So better you take a private vehicle and go to ethno village. And ethno village trip should that show lasts like 4 hours. So it's, you can say, 8 hours trip in total, ethno village trip. And here we are displaying a list of Indian restaurants which serve veg, non-veg, and Jain food. The list is being displayed here for your use. Now, if we talk about the tourist sites are any ticket to any tourist site. The maximum highest ticket that you buy is at Shimbulak, 14-15 dollars. It costs higher on the higher side. I'm talking about on the holidays. That is the highest ticket any tourist site has here. Okay. And then if you're buying this, if you're going to visit Ethno Village, their ticket costs $50. That is the highest time, and very few people visit it. Those who have interest in the culture, local Kazakh culture, and understanding the way of living, what has been the way of living in the past. These are the modern times now. Entire Kazakhstan and Almaty is all developed. But earlier, how these Kazakh nomads were living, if you want to experience, then you can go for that show, Ethno Village show, and then probably that is $50. But otherwise, Shimbulak and anywhere you go to Aikaragai mountain, tickets are like 10, $10, $15. That's it, one person going and coming back. To and fro cable car tickets I'm talking about. You go to Falcon show, $8, $9. You go to zoo, $2, $3. You do dolphin show, $12, $13. In this range, tickets are so highest ticket you will say $15, and for Ethno Village $50. So this is also not very expensive if you're going on your own. That's why this ticket price you should know. So overall, Kazakhstan is a fairly priced destination, and Indians find it kind of cheaper, not very expensive, and it gives you the feeling of Switzerland, feeling of Kashmir. So many people preferring Almaty or Kashmir because they feel some international feel in Almaty, and many people are choosing Almaty or Switzerland because going to Switzerland costs a lot. Like half the price of Switzerland, entire family can tour here. The amount you will spend in Switzerland, and the feel of snow in the Soy Karagai, or in Shimbulak mountain resorts, and anywhere across Almaty in winter is as good as Switzerland, I would say. I've been to Switzerland 3-4 times. Naturally, some views will not be exactly, but overall feel of snow that you get in Switzerland, you can have in Almaty also. So many people who have been here, who have been to Switzerland, they have also accepted this fact that it is the destination that is giving the feel of Switzerland at the half the price. So overall, Almaty is a fairly priced destination. If you have not been to, you must keep it on your list, your next country to visit, and come with the family. They all will love it. A lot of things for kids to do, for family to experience. Dear friends, thank you for watching this video till the end. If you like the video, do comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family who might be planning to visit Almaty in future. So thank you very much once again. Bye bye. See you in the next video.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.